next up we got Mr. Jamar Chase, Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver. So what's on deck with that, Rob?
Yeah, so breaking news. This news actually just released today. Basically, Cincinnati Bengals star wide receiver, Jamar Chase, is seeking a court-ordered protection from a woman who he claims is harassing him and his mother. And so this woman, basically her name is Amber Hunter. For the spelling of her name is Ambar, but I'm assuming it's pronounced Amber.
Gotta be special, man.
Gotta be different.
Gotta be different. Gotta be different.
Black chick, so it's got to be different. Put a temporary restraining order against her, who Jamar admitted he had a one-night stand with. So Jamar claims that Amber is behind unhinged and disturbing pattern of harassment aimed at him and his mother. And he also claimed that he's been receiving threatening messages on her Instagram directed at him and his mother, with her going as far as posting the personal cell phone numbers of both him and his mom on her Instagram page, doing things also such as claiming that he's the father of their child, which he adamantly denies. He says he's going as far as posting pictures of someone else's child on her Instagram page to say that it's deadbeat, that he's hit her, so that her fans, which she has about 18,000 followers currently on her Instagram, would then hit up Jamar on his Instagram page and further, threaten him and everything like that.
Wow. Well, I mean, that's that sucks. But I mean, that's side effects or the side, the consequences you get for dealing with like women like that. Like if you're gonna be out there. But I mean, again, the same thing is like, we don't know what he said to her or whatnot. Was he honest? Like, hey, I'm not looking for anything. This is just a one night, whatever. Or we're just hanging out.
Right.
And she thought, and she might have been sold the dream, as they so say, right? And she latched onto that dream as he tried to walk out that door. Realized she couldn't get it. Yep. So next thing is the playbook that we're seeing out there for everything now. Can't get it? Let's cancel.
Yeah.
We saw that with Zion. What Zion was dealing with those the other ones, just trying to cancel him. Like that girl for Zion was like was shooting out like, hey, he was doing this and this. He should be canceled. He should are you like Pelicans? Are you doing this?
Yeah.
It's just like openly trying to get him canceled for like. End of the day, they're gonna look at like, look, you were a groupie. He slept with you. We can't cancel somebody for that. That's on you. There's just some accountability there you got to take, right? Yeah. Like you went in with this guy. You did your thing with this guy. And, it happens. It happens, right? You went in. I mean, like for the one to go back to Jamar, like this lady, like I guess when you're dealing with like guys of that class, like that have a lot of money, have clout and whatever. I mean, you can't really ever think you're probably going to be like the only one, or it's going to be very hard to lock down that one guy. Especially he's a young guy, right?
Yeah,
he's young guy money, like
early
22.
20s,
So he's like 22, 23. He's like very fresh, right? So he's, he probably, like messed around with her. He admitted it. He messed around with her. Had his fun. And she, couldn't lock it down or keep him, right? And now she's going to the cancellation playbook, right? And it's pretty sad to see that that the world in all aspects is pulling cancellation in there somehow, right? If you don't do something for somebody, you're canceled, or
using the court of public opinion.
Yep.
And the crazy part is like she's accusing him of being the father of her child, but she's refusing to do a DNA test. And this is something that they first started dating back in 2021. So it's been a few years that this happened, or at least, they first started dating. Just now, she's continuing to make these threats and put this out there for in the social media.
Well, I mean, it goes back to also like even that one guy with a text. Remember we just talked about in the last episode or 2 episodes ago. Jonah Hill. Like even him, like he moved on from the lady. When it was with the new lady, had a baby with that lady, and then boom, she's trying to cancel him out there, right? Coming from the past, like she couldn't keep him, so she tries to cancel him.
I'm not hurt, but
I'm not hurt.
Fire off.
I'm not hurt,
messages.
But it's like come on, like you're hurt. And then going back to then Zion Williams, same thing. she couldn't keep him, whatever. She was, and then
mad that he announced him and his girlfriend announced their pregnancy, having a baby. She's like, oh, really now?
Yeah. So then she tried to go the cancellation route, and some of these things, it's like, just take accountability. Like, you should have vetted the dudes a little better before laying down with them or dating them, so called, right? And
it's safe to assume that if you're going to be going after a star athlete, you're probably not going to be the only female.
I think it's anybody with like a lot of clout.
Yeah,
like,
if you're going against a celebrity, you have to think in the back of your mind. If you're going against a celebrity, but if you get invited to an after party, you get invited to go to the VIP section, invited to a hotel room, in the back of your mind, you're not just going to be there to take pictures and stuff. There's going to be something. Yeah. An agreement, I guess you could say, expected.
It just it goes back to, like, again, just being just be aware of, like you said, if the backstage and stuff, all that kind of stuff. Like, just be like, probably not the best situation to go into if you feel like you're not going to deal with that stuff, like especially with a celebrity back there. And I'm not saying the celebrities their behavior is right in any way, right? We're not saying that, but that is what they
like, come on, don't play dumb.
Right? So and for me, it's kind of like, I always say that, like, if you're going for somebody with clout and they cheat on you or whatever like that, like, I'm not gonna feel bad for you. Like, you should, like you mentioned, what you're signing up for.
You're an adult.
You're an adult.
Let me clarify. There's a difference between going backstage and then them drugging you or putting something in your drink. That's something totally different. Yeah. But you're going backstage. You may know that this person has a reputation for doing stuff, and so you can't backtrack if something does end up happening that you don't like.
I do feel like, though, a caveat to
that's consensual. That's consensual.
As you say, the other caveat is age-wise, right? Because there's been some stories where there's some young, like, teenagers going in the back, and, like, the celebrity knows they're teenagers, and they're taking it back there, and those celebs are just dead wrong for that shit.
Was it one of the boy bands? NSYNC. It was NSYNC or one of the Backstreet Boys. I want to say it was the NSYNC member was accused of having relations with a special needs person backstage. Is it Aaron Carter's brother?
Aaron Carter was in Backstreet Boys. His brother was not in a boy band, but he was a singer.
Not the younger brother, but the older brother.
Oh, Nick. Nick Carter.
I want to say it was Nick Carter.
Yeah, he's Backstreet guy.
Yeah, he was one of the boy bands was accused of that and stuff, and so they got sued after the fact.
I think I might have heard about that.
A few years ago.
No, but there's a. I was watching a podcast, and they brought in there's a young lady on it, and she was talking about how it was a rapper. I forgot the rapper's name. No, it was not. Nelly had some stuff actually out here. Yeah, out over here it happened, right? But no, this was like he's a white rapper. He has, like, tattoos on his face and stuff. He's like a SoundCloud rapper, one of those, like, new age weirdos.
Lil Xan? I don't know. There's a lot of.
I don't know. If I saw the face,
Machine
I would know.
Gun, Lil Xan.
Not Machine.
Tekashi.
Not Tekashi. Not those guys. It's somebody that's like
some no name.
He's not no name, but he's like he's like a SoundCloud rapper kind of thing.
Island Boys.
Not Island Boys, but around that level, I would say, right? But I guess he knew this girl was, like, the girl's saying this, so I'm not going to say yes or no if it happened or not, but this is what she said on the podcast, right? Mm-hmm. So to her allegedly saying that he knew that she was, underage, and he kept asking her age. She kept saying she was like 15.
Oh, yeah, I vaguely remember, yeah.
Yeah, and he was still, essay raped her too, I think, or all that stuff, right? And then, pretty much was a piece of shit, right? Yeah. But that stuff happens too, where, like, age is also, like, being how old you are going back there. But again, age is like when you're 18, you're an adult. You should be thinking like kind of an adult, right? But I'm saying, like, this girl was a lot younger in the story, so But going back to what you're saying, there has to be accountability as long as it's like we're not saying nothing that's illegal and not like that. So
it's crazy.
But going back to this though, with Jamar's like, you're with somebody with clout. He's probably got other girls, right? He's lined up with it. I mean, that's their life pretty much. That's their MO. Or, I mean, you just gotta deal with it or don't deal with it, right? And if you're not gonna deal with it, don't get mad.
Yeah, don't put it out there and stuff. And hopefully we find out more information, as I'm sure we will. Like I said, this just came out today, and so we'll keep you posted. And if there's any more that comes out of it, we'll be sure to update you guys.
Yep.